You and me both. Like, ooh, shouldn't have said that.
Have we gotten you on the podcast before?
I think so
Moto X Pod?
once.
Okay. Just making
Yeah.
sure.
Let's see. Why does it keep defaulting to? It keeps freaking defaulting to this. Server, team for prizes. Okay, save. Okay. Are we good? Yeah, we're streaming. We are streaming.
Yeah, Jackson, when he first invited me in here, I was trying to figure out what's going on with my microphone. I was like, it's not picking up, all this kind of stuff, going through all my settings, and I look over and it's just muted.
Yeah.
Just because
Dude,
I have a little mute like right over here.
they never stop.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first TCE Supercross live watch party of the season. I'm super stoked for this one. I got some boys with me. You know the crew already. If you guys have watched any of our TCE vlogs or what the pros ride in the last year or two, you've seen this guy's face. If you've attended Arena Cross lately, you've seen this Suzuki just humming around the track. It's the one and only Texas' very own Doc Smith. What's up, dude?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Gonna be doing even better if I can figure out how to get this live stream a little bit more situated. But we're up, we're streaming, we're live. For some reason, it keeps saying that it's like Salt Lake City Supercross, so like I had to keep editing that
Oh,
over and
lovely.
over. But
That's
yeah,
good.
but we're good. We're good now. Everything's solid. Ladies and gentlemen, my other guests, you know him already. You've seen the Foul Plugs Moto Show. You've been to the Moto Academy. It's the one and only. It's Jackson Next up. What's up,
What's
dude?
up, fam? What's up, team? How we doing, Dave? How we doing, Doc?
Doing
Doing
great.
good. Doing
Boys,
good.
they're
Anaheim
on the
won.
line. A1. A1,
I'm
they're on the
ready.
line.
Are they really on the line?
They're on the line. The
I mean, they're
helmets are
probably
going
loading
on.
in. Not
I'm
on my
stoked,
screen.
dude. Yeah, stay fine.
Oh, are you guys gonna be way behind my stream?
Oh,
Because
I was just watching ads.
Probably. Yeah, I'm watching
oh,
ads too,
okay.
but probably because that's how it goes. Our
Yeah.
Vens in the house. We got Mike McSwain. What's up? It's good to see the boys all back up in here, man. This is awesome. Super stoked for this one, guys. Make sure that you tune in with us all season long. We're gonna have some amazing giveaways, some amazing prizes, a lot of cool things thanks to our sponsors. Who are sponsors, you ask? Well, same sponsors as last year, but we added in a couple. We're going to say a huge shout out to FXR. None of this will be possible without the great people over at FXR Moto. Their new line just dropped. If you haven't seen it, you've been living under a rock. Check out fxrmoto.com. Don't forget, use the promo codes below to save yourself some cash. Partzilla, only place to go to get your OEM parts and accessories. Make sure you head there. We got Phoenix handlebars, Flow Vision goggles, Creo P1 designs, EVS, Evans Power Coolant, the great team over at the Moto Academy, and of course, Speed and Sport Adventure Tours. Make sure you guys go show those amazing sponsors and partners some love. They keep us going so we can do stuff just like this. Guys, A1, I'm excited for this one. It's been a minute since we've all connected on racing. Doc, I know you and me talk a bunch for stuff. Jackson, me and you, a bunch of stuff, but like it hasn't been centered around current happenings within Moto. How are you guys feeling about A1? Is this like A1 to get overly hyped over? Do you think it's been a little bit underhyped? Give me your 2 cents before we have this gate drop here. Doc, I'll start with you, man.
Yeah, I think we were stoked to see like the in the 250 class with the Deegan and Kitchen whole rivalry thing. Unfortunately, I don't know if everyone knows, but Kitchen's now going East Coast because I guess he's pretty sick. And honestly,
Okay.
if he's actually sick, I don't blame him for doing that because you're starting the very first round a whole like significant points behind if you have a mediocre first round because you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, other
Dude,
than that,
if he has what's going around, okay,
I don't
it's
blame him.
worked its way through my house. I have it this week. When I tell you that for the first time in many years, I shit my pants twice in 1 week, I'm not joking. You know how that's like the workplace like thing? It's like 0 days since the incident. Yeah, had to
You're on
restart that
zero.
clock a few times.
You're
AJ
on
had it this
zero.
week.
Ooh.
AJ had it this
AJ?
week,
Really?
dude, because he was kind of like, "Hey, you're not like really, are you like?" I wasn't responding much in Slack, and that's mostly because I was like sleeping naked on the bathroom floor most of this week. And he was like, I was like, dude, I've got this crazy bug. I'm sorry, like I'll get in there when I can. And he's like, okay. And then 2 days later, he was like, dude, this is crazy. And I was like, yeah, I told you, dude, it's bad. So anyway, prayers to Kitchen, because like
Yeah, yeah.
That
if
I had
that's
it
what's
probably
going
a month
on,
ago.
oh my god, if that's what's going on, man, he rode free practice too. That's
Mhm.
crazy. That's crazy. He definitely like hit up Fox and was like, yeah, no, I got to run the brown gear this week.
Oh yeah. No, that's
uh,
I had something pretty similar, and it was horrible about a month ago. All right.
yeah,
They're on the
Okay,
line.
30-second board.
that's gnarly. That's gnarly,
Yeah,
dude.
you are, by the way.
I miss 30-second boards when like they had like the monster girls that did like their like little signature sway or like their little like, you
Yeah,
know,
you just
Dinah
gotta
I
Dahlgren,
play.
you
miss a
mean?
little. Yeah, I
Just
miss
gotta
that.
play a little reflex.
Play a little
All right.
reflex.
Here we go.
You're
Gate
ahead of us
dropped.
for sure.
Okay. Yeah, he's a few seconds ahead, I think. Ladies and
Woo!
gentlemen, we got the first gate drop of 2025. And we got Deegan in this one too, don't we? We got Davies, we
yeah.
got Ferry, we got a lot of people we got to talk about. We haven't
Oh,
talked
yeah.
about the new kids that are popping up, man. Davies Supercross debut, heck of a Supercross debut. I don't think we've seen somebody go west for their first one in quite a little bit. And just like that, dude, Deegan's right by Davies. Holy crap! Davies is
Yeah, no, he's gone.
sticking in there.
What do you guys think of the split start?
I
Kind of cool.
I think
like
with
'em.
how open the first
Yeah.
corner is, it's not really that
Yeah.
bad. But if it was
Yeah.
any closer, like any tighter, I think it would be such a disadvantage to be on the the outside.
Yeah.
Do you think we see anybody later, like as the night goes on, go inside on the sand because of how many, like that rhythm section after the sand? I feel like outside is going to be the fast line.
It's gonna be the
I
main
think
line,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. After once it gets beaten up a lot, you'll see 450 guys hit the inside.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to. Doc, you've done the West Coast series.
I did
you
last
been to-
year.
Yeah, you've done the A1 before.
Yep.
Talk to me about what that feels like when you're on the gate, ready to like dump the clutch for the first race of the season,
Dude.
training, preparation, boot camp, all that's behind you, and you're lined up against the world's best. What is that feeling like?
Dude, it's just like honestly, you're just feeling the whole place is electric. It's the first gate drop of the season and everything like that. It's just the whole place is electric, and everything else just go out the window. You're just going off the vibes of the weekend, right? And with everyone in the stands, it's all packed. It's insane. It's awesome. It's gratifying to be on that gate.
Tell me like what the nerves are like compared to just like another pro race. Obviously there's nerves in every time you line up, but is there something special about the nerves you get with A1?
Man, honestly, I personally didn't have that much nerves going into A1. Partially just because I only had 7 days on my dirt bike before A1 because I had that
Okay.
heat stroke. So like
Yeah.
I didn't have any prep, like none. So I was just going in there. We'll see how we do. We made the night show. We made like we're in the heat races. Just going out there to do the best I could do at the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be freaking out honestly if I was up there. I'm freaking out right now because we have another superstar that just popped in. And I'm not gonna say I'm her biggest fan, but I'm low-key her biggest fan. It's FXR's newest hotshot signage. It's Jordan Jarvis. What's up, Jordan?
Nothing much, just hanging out.
I like
Breaking
it.
bikes,
I like
apparently.
it. Breaking. Oh, is there a story behind that?
I went to ride packs today and blew my rear shock out, so that's always fun.
Jesus, girl. The seat bounce is getting a little gnarly, huh?
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
You know how we do it. So we got on a lot of my favorite people on this one. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the TCE Supercross live watch party, new for 2025. We're just gonna jam pack them full of people. Why not? Guys, once again, check out our promo codes below from our amazing sponsors: FXR Moto, Partzilla, Phoenix Handlebars, Flow Vision Goggles, Creo P1 Designs, EVS Evans Power Coolant, the Moto Academy, and Speed and Sport Adventure Tours. Make sure you guys show those people some love. We're going to be doing a cool giveaway at the end of this thing. We usually wrap up around the LCQ, so make sure you stay the whole time. And if you guys have any questions for these pros, Mr. Doc Smith, Jordan Jarvis, or of course myself, professional smack talker, please feel free.
Snack talker.
It's feeling like that lately.
I've been waiting
Snack
for you
talker.
to shout out FXR and the stress testing that you're currently doing for them, because dude, you showed up in Arizona with gear that you clearly ordered when you were not your current size. And dude, like the pants stayed on all day.
Jordan is never to see a picture of that because I don't need her to have.
Oh no.
no.
I need to see a picture of that.
No.
I might need a photo of this as well.
She has way too much ammo on me, and I can't have her have it anymore. Yeah, it was your boy's a little fluffy. Your boy's a little fluffy right now, but we're working on it. Definitely not in my Anaheim 1 post boot camp body, but we're getting there. You know,
we'll get there when it's time.
We'll get there when it's time. JJ, you just got signed to FXR. We haven't talked about it a lot, which is crazy because I bug you like every day. How are you liking the new gear? Like, how'd that all come about? Like,
I love it.
Are you stoked? Like, tell me about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been talking to them since I guess before Loretta's. I was trying to make something happen for Loretta's, but it just didn't work out that way. I would love to get up to Canada and race up there, and that's kind of partially why I went with FXR, because I was hoping they would help me kind of get a foot in the door.
Gotcha.
I think to get up there. So hopefully that ends up happening, but if not, next year. But no, they've been super awesome so far. They were super excited. I talked to maybe one of the owners at Minios and the guy that I deal with, Brad. And they told me right then and there that they were super, super stoked, and they really wanted to get some sort of a program going with me because they don't really have a top women's racer in the States. So they were super excited about that. But it sounds like there's some good things in the future, and hopefully that holds up.
That's sick. I like it. Give me your favorite gear set for 2025, or a gear set that you've had so far. What's been like? You're like, this is rad.
I don't know. I think it was the stuff that I reposted maybe yesterday. I think it was the same stuff you posted on your story. I like the bright colors. I've always been super happy about bright colors. So
FXR,
when I saw that, I was like, ooh.
They know how to do their colors. You will not be unseen when it comes to FXR Moto. Trust me. You are definitely.
I think the idea is like, because they've started in Canada and it's a lot of like snowmobiling gear. So I think it's like, if you got lost in an avalanche, we got to be able to find you. And I feel like they just like copied and pasted that over to Moto. Jordan, I don't know if you are on your phone there, but I sent you a little photo. Check.
Oh, here we go. Don't.
If you want,
I'm going to look at it now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you tell he just had a baby? And he must have ate the whole baby.
Okay. I just got off injury. So I'm not able to be at the gym a lot. I'm back on it. We're back on program. Shout out Outlier Performance. We're back. We're getting fit. We're getting ourselves together. So, okay. Anyway, we got the checkered flag for this first heat race of 2025. No surprise. Deacon was out front.
Are we gonna talk about Yoder though?
You are reading my mind.
P3 for Yoder's crazy,
dude. Yoder, he's back with Partzilla PRMX, right? Dude, that kid, he had such a good imagery career. You have to assume he's going to be really good. Moving forward throughout his pro career. Had a little bit of a slower start, some good results, but I think people touted him as like, kind of like akin to like, oh, he's going to be like an AC or like a Webb or something like that. A little bit more of a slower start, but the dude is a solid racer. Doc, what can you tell us about him?
I honestly don't know Yoder very well. I can't say too much about him, but I mean, last year he was putting in some good results, and then I mean, P3 in a heat race, that's solid. That's great, right?
Yeah.
Especially on like a on like a satellite team, that's
Yes.
amazing.
That's going up against PC Cowie and all the other
PC
guys.
Callaway, you have the club
For
teams,
sure.
which people will put above, like, let's just say the PRMX team is
Mm.
normally you're gonna put club right under those factory teams, and then everything else under that.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That's awesome.
Jackson, do you
Dave-
expect Cole Davies to get second place behind Deegan?
No, but like, dude, I mean, who he's been doing is like logging laps with. Like, think about who he's sharing the track with.
Yeah.
I mean, to still pull up and do that in the first round, first race is pretty impressive. But like, dude, he knows the pace. I feel like the last time we talked, wasn't Faulkner going west?
Oh, I
we
think
were
They
talking
changed
like it
it
was-
because Swole got hurt, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he was gonna go
And
west,
that
but
was
then
just
Swole.
last week, right?
Yeah. Ruptured his Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
and
dude.
Swole.
We and Swole, dude. If we're not on
Yeah.
the court, dude, it's tough, man. You know, these dirt bike stuff. It's just like,
It's
hopping
crazy.
fences, running from cops, dude. It's tough, bro. It's difficult. Man.
That's Dave, our colored commentator. Dude, I'm gonna get that on a shirt for you.
Please.
This
Please do
colored
that.
commentator.
Oh, it's too good. JJ's looking at us like, what a bunch of kids.
No, that's how you approach Felt. Get a job with them.
Yeah.
Be their colored commentator.
Yeah,
Perfect.
If Stewart's ever like doesn't show up or doesn't answer his calls, just give me a call. I could be your colored commentator this week.
Yeah, right.
No,
Love
let
that.
Stewart do the live stuff. Dave, you get the
Yep.
race day live stuff.
I'll like run around the pits
Mm.
like,
Split it up.
So we're here with Ken Roxon. Oh my God, that was a long walk. Ken Roxon, tell me about it.
My Achilles
It's just
hurts.
You running around Anaheim pits hitting on Latina moms.
Yeah, exactly. Dave, not her. What? I mean, she's a fan, technically. Stay away from Rami Alves's family, please.
Yeah, I can get you. I can get you in there. That's fine. Oh, we're live. All right.
I was just gonna say, who needs a hookup?
Checking in. We are trackside. Where are we? Back to you.
Oh, dude. Mike inside the chat is saying demonetized. Oh
I
man.
need to look up chat.
Dave's
Dude,
questionable experience.
Dick questionable experience. Oh, dude, my boy Bunny Man is in here. What's up? Shout out Bunny Man. Shout out the Gray Rabbit. What is going on, Max? What's up? We got it's popping off in here. Mr. Moto is in here. We got our Vens in here. We got a whole crew. I love this, guys. And don't forget, after we wrap in here on the TCE YouTube channel, we will be calling the names on Ray Venz's live watch party inside the Moto Academy app. Make sure you are signed up for the Moto Academy app. If you're not, what are you doing? The team over there is phenomenal. The community is even better. And you get a litany of amazing incentives. We will be moving this over, putting it in Ray's hands, and you guys can watch along with us. And it's an absolute blast. I want to talk about something really quick before we kind of go straight back into Moto. Did you guys see when Kitchen posted today on Instagram about like sitting out and being sick? Did you see Deegan's comment below
I did
that?
not.
Deegan was like, really, bro? Commented after that. Dude, I saw that. Like, hold on, let me go to it, because that's like, it was yeah. Oh, sorry. It says really, dude. So right there. Oh shoot, hold on. Let me go back. There we go.
This is like with your grandma.
Can
Look,
you guys see?
Really,
I
dude, it's
printed out the
crazy.
meme I saw last week. Look at this Minions meme I printed out and put it on the fridge.
What's this TikTok everyone's talking about?
Insta360,
dude, crazy.
The sponsor for Supercross.
Not about to be anything for much longer.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, can't have too much information out
We'll
there.
see how long that lasts.
Yeah, who knows? There'll be another app, dude. There's always stuff popping up.
Yeah, people in your chat saying he's running off his hotspot. It might be better than your actual Wi-Fi at this point.
Dude, it's an ongoing thing that I continuously have issues with my Wi-Fi. So the motor
Me
if you're in the motor
too.
academy, yeah, JJ feels my pain. She gets
He
it.
unplugged everything in his house, even
Even the
batteries.
carport
Dude, I had to unplug
Took the
grandma from
batteries out of
her.
his smoke detector.
from the wall.
Just so it
Sorry,
doesn't
grandma,
turn
took her
the
off life
broadcast.
support. Oh, dude, come on. Oh, we're gonna do so much fun content this year. This is gonna because
Okay,
I know
I
you're
don't
I know
wanna
you're world
be-
returning.
Dave, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I want to talk hot takes right now.
Hot take, go ahead.
Looking at the current lineup for
Mhm.
250 West, are we giving Deegan a blank space this year? Is this just what's happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah. I think the only people that really had a chance were Kitchen, Faulkner. I think people are going to say like, well, they've got Joe, they've got Smith, they got Ryder Deed. I'm like, yeah, I hear that, I get it. However, those guys are usually slow birds. They usually come out real slow, real easy, and they might catch some wind and some speed further into the series. At that point, Deegan's already going to be checking out, dude. He
Yeah.
is go from the first gate drop to the last. Like he is going to be there every single weekend. So I don't know if that's going to be a huge thorn in the side of Deegan, to be honest with you. Doc, Jordan, if I'm wrong, let me know what you guys think, but I don't
I don't
know.
know. I feel like
I
we're
want to
gonna have
know
a couple
who
people.
the Deegan's paid off.
Yeah, right. I feel like we're gonna have some people come out and just show that they know how to ride a dirt bike and
Mm,
at least give some competition. Maybe not in the season, like in the series and championship overall, but we're gonna have some people win some races that we probably wouldn't expect to win against Deegan.
Yeah, that'll be cool. They'll
mm,
get to show out that normally wouldn't in a
yeah.
normal lineup.
Yeah.
Who do you
It's gonna
think
make
that would
it's
be?
gonna make the showdowns.
I mean, we have Julian that put in fastest qualifying today. Julian Bomber. I
Okay.
mean, there's somebody that we didn't expect coming in. I mean, we didn't
Yeah.
expect freaking Yoder to be top 3 in heat races.
Yep.
So I mean, we're gonna have the people that we didn't expect doing well. Everyone got to train. People are gonna
Yeah.
get better. Now
And
Deegan probably
crap.
did too, but
Yeah, we got Smith out front on that Triumph, making the bike look good, making the FXR gear look even better. So this is gonna be pretty exciting. Like, do you think Triumph and that whole team, do you think they have it this year to like knock off some wins and maybe even get a title with Faulkner on the East Coast?
man, from everything that Jalik tells me, that bike's good. That bike's really good. So sounds like they have the bike. Let's just see if they have the riders to do it.
JJ, what are your
I
thoughts?
actually got a
You
chance
feel-
to. I got a chance to ride Triumphs at Minios. They
Ooh,
had a
what'd you
demo
think?
for a couple days. I thought. Now keep in mind, I was going based off of riding my race bike, and Yamahas
Okay.
already have a ton of bottom end to begin with.
Yeah.
Um, it doesn't have the snap off the bottom, but it feels good on top.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to ride it with the pipe. So I don't
Okay.
know how much that adds, but I heard that it added quite a bit to it on the bottom. But overall, it
Nice.
wasn't a bad bike. I
Okay.
mean, it's going to be hard to beat a Yamaha, but who
Yeah,
knows
that's
what they
tough.
got on the factory side of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it was considering they're a brand new bike,
hmm
not bad at all.
So, would you put it in the same like competitive league? I'll say it's like a KTM. Like, would you say that they can go up against a KTM? Obviously, I'm leaving Yamaha out because I do think they're a class leader and they're kind of head and shoulders above. Do you think the rest of the bike that are out there? Do you think Triumph has them beat?
I think a lot of it more so depends on the rider. So absolutely, I think if you were to put Deegan on a KTM or a
Mhm.
Cowie or whatever, I think, yeah, there'd be some differences, but I think overall it comes down to the rider and what you can do to make them comfortable. So I think that's absolutely a shot. I think Triumph has a wild team of veterans. So if anyone's going to be able to make adjustments and be able to rip those adjustments, it's going to be a veteran of the sport. So I think that if they can, I think if or I'm sorry, not Swole, Faulkner, if he can stay healthy this year, I think
Mhm.
that's going to be interesting. But this West Coast is ridiculous.
It's a little
Or the
light.
East Coast, excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
either
East is
way, it
heavy.
works. The East
Yeah.
is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've Yeah, if you guys are going to a race, make sure it's an East Coast race. And if you're going to a race, make sure it's with the Collective Experience, guys. TheCollectiveXP.com. Sign up, be an intern, work for people like a Doc Smith, like a Jordan
I'll be
Jarvis.
at 'em.
Both riders, both riders are in the program. We've had so many people go on to do amazing things within the sport. Actually, the trainer that worked with Doc last year is now JJ's full-time trainer. JJ had a couple interns that the Moto Academy even hired. So I'm telling you guys, our programs are tailored for you. If you want to just be a VIP and hang out at a race, even better. We have our all-new Parkzilla PR Mix exclusive VIP Ultimate Fan Experience, where you guys can hang out with riders like Cade Clayson, Moto Academy's very own, Hunter Yoder, and so many other riders. Click on the link below, thecollectivexp.com. If you're looking to save some cash, the Moto Academy is your promo code. Make sure you save and make sure you get yourself into the Moto Academy. TheCollectiveXP.com, at The Collective EX on Instagram, contact at TheCollectiveXP.com for any questions you might have. We got Julian Beaumer in second, giving Smith all he can handle, looking like a seasoned vet.
Who do you think's more frustrating? Juju's dad, or do you think Beaumer, because he's like, why is my dad in front of him? who would be more annoyed? It's like, why aren't you in the vet class? Like, who's more
Beaumer for sure.
Yeah, I think there's this just look at the track, it looks very one line unless you get very aggressive.
Boom. There it is.
Got him.
Yeah.
Do you think Beaumer is our next? That's what I was gonna say. Do you think Beaumer is our next like superstar in this class?
Yeah, I mean, unless he somehow beats Deegan in the title, then he'll only have one more year to one more year to cover that, and he's back up to 450s too. But
yeah,
when was the last time we had like a? Unless I'm like blanking, but like when was the last time we had a really competitive 250 KTM? Like rider, not the bike,
rider.
Like rider.
Okay.
McElrath, Jesse Nelson, they both were red plates, weren't they, on the KTM 250s? Muskin, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, Oldenburg was as well.
Oldenburg, yeah.
There's a lot of them with that like 18 to like something like 18
so
and on.
A minute.
Yeah. It's been a second since they had like a solid guy that was like, yeah, I could red plate on any given weekend, take the points lead over. So that's a good point. It's been a little bit. Are you counting purely KTM, or are you doing the KTM umbrella of Husky and the rest? Because that opens it up a little bit.
I would say like KTM, just because that's kind of the main,
the
premier.
Like everybody else is under the umbrella. Yeah. But I mean, like, just for KTM
they're all
alone.
on the same bike, pretty much.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's been a little bit.
I was gonna say because we have RJ Hampshire that won the championship last year. So
exactly, dude.
He's on the same bike, pretty much.
I've brought this up a couple times. I don't think there's a better bike out there with the #1 plate on it with the red background than his bike, dude. Hampshire's bike with that red number plate, the white frame, just his kit, it goes off. Ooh, jeez, dude. Smith went for it, huh?
Going out, eh?
Yeah.
I'm still a little bit behind, so I'm not seeing this.
Okay. Well, that's also one other fun part for those watching. We are all kind of sunk up at different places depending on where we are in the country. So it makes it even more exciting for us. We're gonna head to the chat really quick, see if anyone has any questions for these pros. Papa Ralph is saying, "What's up, guys? Happy New Year to all." Bunny Man saying, "Kitchen pumped out." Holy crap! That was close.
See, that's what happens when you race behind you. And he was like worried 3 corners ago about holding that guy up. Is it Borden? How do you say that?
Bordone. Yeah.
Holding him up, and then dude just parks him in the last corner. That's awesome.
Dude, it is so crazy. Mike is saying, "How was Forkner DEI here?" I like that. Jason's saying, "Triumph's a good bike." Okay, our chat's going off, dude.
Doc, me and Dave were talking last week, and I want to hear your guys' opinion because it's more informed than ours. But what do you think is Forkner's mentality going into this season? Is it, listen, this new team brought me in. They brought me in to win a title. I'm here to win a title. That's who I should be. Or is it more, can we please finish a season?
I think the team is probably asking
The
him to finish the
latter.
season first.
You think
Yeah,
so too?
I think the
That's
team
kinda
probably
what-
wants him to finish the season, and next year you can go for the title.
Yeah.
Just get to the season healthy. Get rid of that PC curse.
I don't know why. I feel like Forkner's thinking like title. I don't think he's thinking I just want to like go through a season. I don't think he knows how to do that. And like no, he's a racer. I mean,
You have Bunny Man in the chat saying Fortner gonna do the same thing he always do, be a bum.
Oh no. Oh, come on.
That's rough.
I mean, I understand why people would say that. I hope this year is different, man. I hope the bike or whatever it is, I hope things click. I hope it gels for him so we can see a Forkner. We haven't seen Forkner.
Yeah,
like,
I just
top
want to see
Forkner,
like
dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that one that took him out, last year, and after the race, they were like, well, he lost a contact lens. So he could, like, the depth perception was off. And it's like, hey, all right, if we've lost a contact lens, can we not quad into this rhythm section, please? Like,
Yeah.
can we, like let's
Back
just
her
like
down, dude.
So I hope, I don't know.
I think
like,
there's
I
a
know
sense
the
of
stats-
survival that just might not be there for him.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
I know that's the thing that's like broken in these guys' brain that like makes them amazing riders, Like they have that switch is just like they can't find it where it's like let's just back it down and finish the race. But like he's got to find it. Like please race a full season. I want to see him outdoors. Like all of that. Like it's just that's what I'm hoping.
No, they gotta get it.
What's
together
funny
when they
to think
can.
about is he's been in the 250 class since AC was in the 250 class. AC
Yeah.
now retired.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
I
a
will-
weird perspective.
I will say AC did retire
Yes.
early, in my
He
opinion,
did.
but
He did.
He did, but that's still a crazy stat that they were literally racing together. That is kind of insane. And going back to JJ, your point, we still haven't seen Forkner full potential Forkner. Like we see flashes where we're like, oh, dude, if Forkner's on, nobody is touching this kid. He should be yarding everyone by a minute. But like something happens to where we don't get a chance to see it all fully put together. So I'm hopeful that he's gonna like this change up of color of bike. He's gonna be in a different mindset now that he knows he's like, yeah, I can't afford to have any more of these gnarly get offs. I really hope that Forkner like snaps to it and we're seeing the full gravitas of what he can accomplish.
I want to see it.
How much
Go ahead.
How much do you think just having a
I think
different
it's
colored
gonna be
fender
interesting.
makes?
Like
I know it's everything else, but like when you're out there, how much do you think that like does?
the color of the fender,
Yeah.
you
Just,
don't
like,
notice
mentally,
it. You don't
no?
see it. I don't pay attention to my front fender ever. It's there in like my peripheral vision, but it's just making sure my front wheel's straight.
You say that until you lose your front fender, then it comes all kinds of weird.
Oh, I know. I've done it. But that's what I'm saying. It's in the peripheral vision. I can see it, knowing my front wheel's straight. But other than that, I'm not looking at the color of it.
I lose my.
I think it
side
would be good
plates.
for Austin.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it would be good for him. I think he hasn't obviously been on a new team in how long now? A very long time.
Yeah.
And I
it's been a minute.
think with PC, I think towards the last couple of years, obviously he was Mitch's golden boy, but I feel like he was kind of in the shadows. I think on Triumph, he's going to have maybe some more attention than he was getting on PC. So maybe he'll have more focus on doing different things to the bike and having more choice over some of that kind of stuff than he did at PC. So he might feel more comfortable over there than he did the last couple of years at PC. So might be good for him.
Yeah, mentally it's got to be hard to argue with Mitch about a bike and like where you want the power and how you want it set up. Like just mentally, especially like they have all their number one plates on the door of the trailer. You know, you're not gonna walk past those and be like, "You are dead wrong about where the gearing is on this thing." And it's like, excuse me.
No, I completely understand. I kind of agree with that. We got some heavy hitters lining up right now for 450s. But one thing I want to talk about that I haven't talked to Jackson about is, did you see the collab that Alpine Stars? Ooh, gnarly pile up. Did you see the collab, and what are we rating that? Is that lit kit worthy? Is that drip kit worthy? What are we talking?
I mean, it's pretty sick. But
I didn't see it.
I'm not a fashion person at all. So,
but you out with some
What
pretty
was the collab,
like
Dave?
it was oh my gosh, Alpine Star with I don't know why I want to say We Big. It's not We Big. It's almost like a throwback like moto memorabilia gear. Let me see Alpine Stars, because we're super informed here at the collective.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
great radio.
Great radio. They
That's a
partnered
second
up
poll
with
preference.
Dirt Studios, so it's pretty cool. It's like throwback like '90s sort of setup, which I kind of dig.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not too bad. And just like that, I said this multiple times this week leading up to the race. Roxon will get out front, lead
Same
laps,
Kenny.
and be lightning fast. Same Kenny on the Suzuki. Everyone craps on the Suzukis. And I told you guys, it does not matter. That bike is amazing. Doc, talk to me about Suzukis and how awesome they are. You ride them every weekend. Tell me
Man,
about them.
if it didn't have a Kickstarter, I think it would be a lot more popular than it is. The bike, I mean, yeah, the bike's been the same bike since 2019, but it's also proven to be good enough to be the same since 2019. There's the two ways to look at it right there, right? I don't know. When you put some work into them, they are amazing bikes. Even the stock bike's good, but on a professional level, you have to put some work into any bike. So
Yep.
I'm happy with it. I think the platform is just amazing. The thing turns so well that I have my forks all the way down to the clamps just to make it not turn too much, right?
Sheesh.
And I'm right on that's on a rainy cross. So
Jeez, that's crazy.
yeah. Now it makes
It's
super
nice.
stable in the whoops.
Yeah.
So
JJ, have you ridden a Suzuki in your career? I don't think you've gone Suzuki, have you?
That is actually the one bike I've never ridden.
Same. Yeah, me neither. I've ridden absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Have not touched Suzuki.
Yeah, you didn't get a team offer there, Dave.
No, didn't. And it's like I almost won
Dude,
that
I love how
Supercross
he
title
talks to you
indoors.
guys like he's another factory rider.
I'm
that
just
he's
no
like,
from
He's
my
trying to relate, all right?
perspective, dude.
He's just
gets
trying
in
to
there and
relate.
he's like,
Here we
he's
go.
Like, you know what?
Here we
Yeah, I
go.
also-
No, I'm just saying I haven't ridden one. Period. Obviously not at the level that they have. I'm just saying I've never ridden a Suzuki. Period. I love that you pick out and flip everything,
Bro,
dude.
You're
Fake
like
news.
Drake.
You are the
You're like-
instigator, Jackson.
You're
I love
like
it.
Drake sitting courtside at a Raptors game. You think you're part of the team, bro? You're
do
just
not
like-
make that comparison. That is
Bro.
not even the same
Was
thing,
that like
dude.
racially like motivated or?
No, it
Take
wasn't.
it how you want.
I guess why not? But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude, that was such a blatant like I'm part of the team, guys. Come on. Yeah, that drives me nuts. But no, like I personally, that's one bike I have not ridden. Jackson, you've ridden one more recently than probably most people, and
Yeah,
said
dude,
really good things about it. But
Jamie Mahone, driver Jamie, shout out driver Jamie on the Moto Academy.
shout out driver Jamie.
He walked out of a dealership, I think in 2024. No, in 2023. He went and bought a 2022 for like 4,700 out the door, like brand new, right off the showroom floor.
That's
like
what I'm
somewhere in
saying.
Pennsylvania, like literally.
It's the same exact bike.
Yeah. And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
he
deal
did a
is.
little-
I mean,
He did a little
phenomenal.
suspension work on it, and dude, like I'm not a 450 guy, but that thing, because it's a little heavier and the like stock engine's a little slower, the 450 was actually really comfortable. Like it wasn't
Manageable.
scary. Like, dude, riding any of the newer other brands 450s like are terrifying. Like AJ's Honda 450, I was like, it was scary.
Scary.
Genuinely scary. And the new Yamahas, they're too good that it's like you're on like autopilot almost. So it's like you're just kind of sitting there. It's like you're just kind of strapped in, and you
Is
point
that
it
why
and you
JJ
pull
goes
the.
so fast? Just
That's
autopilot?
exactly what it is. It's a little
I knew it.
autopilot button.
I knew it.
Don't tell my secrets.
But the Suzuki, dude, it's super fun.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah,
I
it's
like the
good.
bikes. They're good looking bikes too. One thing that someone talked to me about this year was like how much press Justin Hill was getting an off season. Like, dude's riding really good. He's top six right now. Is that going to be something that we see all season long? Do you guys think, JJ? Will throw that over to you.
Yeah.
You think Justin's going to be one of the
For
guys that we
sure.
see consistently in that position?
Absolutely. I think I don't remember where I saw it. It might have been a podcast or something, but he was talking
Hmm.
about last year how he kind of took it easy last year and absolutely hated it. Like he
Hmm.
went out there to try and just go have some fun
Yeah.
and just take it easy and this and that. And he said he hated it, that he just could
Hmm.
not do it.
Yeah.
So I think knowing that with him coming into it this year is he's putting his all into it
Mm.
to make it happen this year. So
Yeah.
I think we'll see some good finishes from him for sure.
I think so too. Who do you think is going to be our biggest like breakout rider, and not breakout in terms of like, hey, we've never heard of him before, now he's doing stuff, but rider that we kind of didn't think would perform as well as they're going to end up performing. Who's that person going to be in your mind, Jackson?
Um, I feel like there's a lot of like buzz around everybody. I haven't seen a ton of Anderson talk, but like I feel like he's just so steady on the Cowie. Like since he switched platforms, I feel like everybody else is gonna kind of be like up and down. But there's
Hmm.
guys week in and week out that he'll just be better than. I think he'll be like consistent, like kind of 4 to 7th,
Gotcha.
but like
Okay.
always there. If something happens, like he'll be there. I just feel like out of everybody else that gets the talk, like
Hmm.
I'm excited to see what Prado does this year with a
Same.
full prep. I'm excited to see that. And I
I
feel
like that.
like a lot of like he's kind of the test subject for like a lot of MXGP guys, maybe. Like seeing how
Okay.
he does this year, they'll be like, all
Yeah,
right, if I go put in a full year of prep and like get into it,
I can do
I
it.
can go I can go over there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, especially with this MXGP new era, because I know some people are going to say like, "Well, Kenny did it, Mooskin did it." I'm like, yeah, but it's like the new era MXGP. It's a little
Yeah.
different. So yeah, I definitely agree with that.
And I
Shout
feel
out
like
to
that was always the
Prado.
plan for those guys, right? Like Mooscan and Kenny
Yeah.
and that. Like that was always
Yes.
the plan. I don't think
Yes.
yeah.
No, that should be pretty sick. So I want to see that. Prado, my CD brother in arms, trying to join the hashtag White Boot Club. Shout out to Ravens. Um, I'm not surprised by Kenny doing this at all. Let's talk about the big storyline of like, is Jet Lawrence going to be the guy to like make things happen this year again? Even besting Tomac, who arguably looks like the best Tomac we've had in
Yeah.
a long time, if ever, going up against J.A., Prado, Barsha, Malcolm, Hunter, like all these people. Do you think Jet is going to be the person that stands on top of the podium with that big trophy at the end of the season? JJ, thoughts? Like, is Jet gonna be able to do it again?
I think there's a strong possibility. It seems like Jet is definitely figuring the 450 out on Supercross now. Um, but it just seems like whenever everybody's like, "Nah, there's no way Jet's gonna do this," right? He just stands up and goes, "Hi, yeah, no, I did that already." So
Mm,
I think it's dumb
Dave,
to think that he couldn't.
mm,
Um, I think the more he kind of gets, I don't want to say shit, but the more shit he gets for it, I think he kind of takes that in and somehow manages to just keep finding seconds on everybody. I
mm,
mean, we watched it last year during practice. Every time someone would get a crazy fast time, Jet would just show up the next lap with a second faster or something like that.
mm.
So I think it's definitely a possibility. But we won't really know until we see this first race, I guess.
We'll
that's some
see.
hard hitting journalistic questions you got there, Dave.
I'm just curious, dude. I'm curious.
Just
We have to
phoning
talk
it in.
about it.
He's just phoning. You can tell when Dave is just trying to get clips for his YouTube channel, so
That's
that he
not
can cut
true.
that
There
and
we
he
go.
can say, "Female rider doesn't know if Jet can do it this year." Like, that's all he's
When
doing.
would I ever?
Dude,
When
that's
would I
it's
ever?
insane. It's insane that you let him get away with this.
Oh
Jordan.
my
Honestly,
gosh! Oh my
like,
god!
If Dave didn't love me as much
does
as he
the
does,
best
I
in
would
the
say there's a
world have what it
chance.
takes? Does the
Yes.
best rider ever maybe have what it takes this year, you guys? What do you think? Thoughts from the audience? Dave, you're phoning it in, all right?
Wait, when you okay, fine. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
get real.
Jordan. Jet's got a new little cupcake that he's been messing around with. Is that going to make him
Now
slow?
we're talking.
Is that
Here
okay?
we
And
go.
not only is she a little hoot toot, this
Click
girl is
bait.
like famous.
Click bait.
She's
Click
famous, and she's a singer.
famous.
Do you think having that around with all this new money, this little yummy, this little thing giving you some bop on the side, is
There we
that
go.
going to slow him down?
There we go. There we go. Now there's a question, Doc. We're throwing
Okay.
it to you.
Oh,
We
I'm
have to
gonna
do this
take
with
a.
Travis Kelce
I'm
and
gonna, I'm gonna take a little.
He doesn't
step back
want
here.
it.
No, he didn't look as happy this year coming into the first round as he has previous years, and I think that
Pretty-
might affect his.
Just like the rest of us.
Yeah,
once, you
yeah,
hit,
right.
once you hit that
why
3
should
month
he be
mark,
happy?
Yeah, I don't. He didn't look as happy as he has previously, and I think that's gonna could affect his racing. And we'll just have to see. I could just be talking up my ass here, but he just doesn't look as stoked to be there.
Hmm.
Jordan, I don't know your relationship status. All right. But have we raced better in a happy home, in a lonely home, or in an unhappy home? What do we take to the races with us?
Normally, that stuff doesn't bother me.
Hmm.
Now, sometimes if I have certain conversations with certain people, yes, it can affect me. Um, when I was younger, though, having those certain conversations would fire me up, and somehow I'd manage to go out and find like 2 seconds the next photo. But
Ooh.
I've learned that as I've gotten older, I ride at that higher pace now, so it doesn't work as well as it used to.
Gotcha. Okay. Jackson, I'm throwing it over to you, man. I want that same question.
You want what?
For you, like do you ride better with like things going a little crazy at home, or things where she's like, the second you get home I'm jumping your bones?
If I'm leaving for a 9:45 beer league
Uh-huh.
hockey game, all right,
Yep.
and I'm leaving a house that's a little chaotic, all right,
Mhm.
kids aren't quite in bed yet. Not anybody's happy that I have a beer league game because we're not paid for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a joke of a league, and I'm just there to play hockey with other
Mhm.
divorced dads. All right.
Other divorced dads.
Those minutes, that ice time has to count. All right. You can't go home after after being like, really got to play tonight. I'm like, I have to. The team needs me. You can't get home and have her be like, how'd the game go? Be like, not great. We lost. I fumbled the puck. I
Mhm.
yelled at the ref. I got kicked out.
Yelled at the
in the
ref.
shower. This is what it is. You can't do that. Those ice time minutes count. So yeah. I mean, I'm competitive. I like to play with a chip on my shoulder. So I'm gonna say whether the extremes of both, I'd say, are beneficial. I feel like when there's just like a supportive in between, that doesn't really do anything for me.
I could not agree with you more. I need the extra. I either need, dude. If my heart's broken, buddy, I'm knocking off like 4 seconds a lap.
Yeah.
If I know I got a little something at home waiting, and she's excited to see me, and things are great, I'm knocking off 4 seconds a lap. So yeah, but yeah, I need one or the other, preferably not being heartbroken.
We talked about this in Arizona.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but like Dave, you're not happy with your body. Nobody is. But like when you talk to your wife,
Is he just getting quieter and quieter for you?
I was about to jump in.
Yeah. Jackson, you
Dave,
bump the volume
you
up.
have Wi-Fi problems, and it seems like every time I get on a call with Jackson, his mic just fades in and out repetitively over and over.
So
I don't think you can say anything about Wi-Fi problems. You're just glitching like
it's. We're just throwing it. Oh yeah. Well, Jorah's got Wi-Fi. Well, Jackson's low. Well, Dave's fat.
I'm just
Jock
chilling
rides
over
a
here.
Suzuki.
You know you want one. Oh, and
I
the
do,
gate
dude,
dropped.
I do. Okay, gate drop. Oh, all right. Let's see if we're gonna be shot in España after this one. Ooh. Ooh.
Right there.
You can tell
Okay.
Prada's a little uncomfortable with everyone around him.
Yeah. Is that Meshy on the two-stroke?
Not Lesher.
Yep.
Oh,
It's not Meshy, it's Lesher.
Oh, it's Lesher. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's huge for him to make it on the two-stroke.
Right?
Even in the
And
night show.
No one gives it any coverage, man. Like no
I
one
saw
talks
some
about
earlier,
how...
but
I don't see enough, dude. That's incredible to be able to do something like that.
yeah.
Do you know him well?
Can you guys
No.
hear me now? Is it still? Is
No,
my
you're
mic
good.
not
Yes.
working?
Much better.
Okay.
Yeah, better.
Is just Dave's Wi-Fi. Doc,
I'm hardwired.
Yeah, what's up?
are you racing against? Are you racing 250s or 450s?
250s.
250s. So you're not out there with the Starks at all?
No.
No.
Okay.
I wanted to get your perspective on that.
I've ridden one. They're amazing. Insanely good.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid how good they are. But yeah, I'm not racing with them. So I haven't had an experience racing against it. But I don't think we'll have that racing at the high level like this for a long time. But when it does come, it's going to be insane.
Okay.
Other than how
JJ,
quiet it is.
Have you ridden the Stark, JJ?
I have not yet.
Oh, I
Come
cannot
close a
wait.
couple times, but I have not yet.
I cannot wait for you to hop on that thing.
When you
dude.
get a chance, you have to.
It is so... I
wanted
That
to.
was-
It just things haven't worked out.
Dude, I was getting ready to risk it all for a Stark. I'm like, I don't care what I will sell my firstborn child if it means I can get that Stark.
No, Dave.
The-
Oh.
No!
The ride he just took is
I was about
insane.
to say,
My
Dave,
gosh, dude.
your
And he was
child
moving
is coming to stay with me.
You're right. I've already
You've already
Uh,
given
You
it away.
cannot sell her.
Marissa Markelon has already she's not happy with my decision already. She wanted to call dibs, but she was too late. Oh no. Oh.
Honestly, that could have been so
No.
much
Honestly,
worse, but that was
It
not
could
good.
have. It could
That's
have.
what I was
Yeah.
about to say.
I feel like it knocked the wind out of him.
Scared the shit out of
Yeah.
me.
For sure.
No. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was scary. But I think he's okay. I just think he got yeah.
If he would have
dude,
landed like a foot closer to that Monster Energy tough block, he would have landed right on one of those hard dirt rocks.
I
That would have
know.
been worse.
And he was moving forward. I think he was kind of catching Prado. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Prado's gear looks sick.
Thick
I mean,
or
we
sick?
are at sick. Yeah, he ain't. Trust
like
me,
thick.
he ain't thick. He ain't thick. Trust me, no.
Okay, Dave, we need to redo the rankings of who the best looking person on the lineup is now, because now that Prado's here full time, dude,
It's
that guy,
gonna look
That
different.
guy is a stud.
He's a good-looking guy, dude. And then once he hit the Espanol on the during the press conference, I was like, Zaddy. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that's a little. it's a change.
It's so funny hearing girls fan over that raunchy Australian accent. It's that's so nasty. But dude, Prado comes in with those smooth R's. Are you kidding me?
I'm coming to your country to steal your women and your trophies. It's so smooth, dude.
Jump
It's
through
so
the
smooth. Jump through the Dude, this is pretty cool though to see a Euro come over and not only come over like a Prado did, but switching brands like while you come over, that's pretty rare.
I don't think he had a problem with it. He got paid so much money to come over here and be on Cowie.
What do you think they offered him?
All of it. Just everything.
The money.
Yeah. They knew AC was out. They're like, we need someone that can like win again on outdoors. And so they're like, Prado.
What do you just add zeros to this number?
Yeah. Here's a blank check.
Keep going.
I mean, they don't get paid anything overseas. So he probably honestly didn't get paid super insane, like way more than anyone else, but he probably get paid like Hunter Lawrence kind of money. And
oh my gosh,
that's more than enough.
Oh,
this is like main event racing.
Dude, we got Tomac. We got people jockeying for position. Hunter Lawrence versus Tomac.
Barsha just went straight around Hunter.
Dude, what is
how much of Tomac's career has been spent just like annoyingly stuck behind Barsha? Dude, and I
scared behind Barsha.
Yeah, exactly. Just
don't
like
take me out.
Yeah. Who let this quad out here? Because it's just like he takes up like 4 spots.
All of it. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's too good. Oh, dude, shout out to Stank Dog. We got Stank Dog out there with Lesher. I'm assuming Stank Dog's in a 2-stroke.
I would have to imagine.
Spitting.
2 strokes battling for last.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, dude. Mitchell, Harrison, Clayson, and Morans, dude. Like probably some of the most badass privateer guys out there. All within like a second of each other. In that
this
like
crazy.
Just outside the transfer.
This is I have a bone to pick. Harrison, Clayson, maybe Morans, but not Harrison, Clayson. They're both on a team. It might be a B team, but they're on a team. They're not privateers. You can't call them privateers.
We can't.
No. Morans, he made his own
Moto
team.
Academy. Cade Clayson, for the first time ever on the big stage, rocking a Moto Academy helmet.
But if you're in like a full semi, that's you're not a privateer.
Okay, so where do we draw the line?
Right about there.
Because Cade phoned me and asked me. He's like, hey, I saw you're doing an event after Gillette Supercross. You have somewhere we can park the semi? So I don't know if it's...
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Okay.
They have a semi, but they're also like, hey, I don't know where we can put this thing tonight.
Moran's isn't like, hey, do you have a place I can put my RV? It's an RV. It might be a really big RV, but it's still an RV.
Okay. JJ, what were you getting ready to say?
Due to been around the sport for a while, Dave, you were there through part of it.
Yep.
There is levels to having the semi, right? So you got the nice rig, you might get a bike and some parts, and then the rest is on you. So, it's definitely.
And no one in particular. We're just saying.
Yeah, no. There's levels. I've been pitting out of my moto van for how many years now, and I've had people come up and tell me, my setup was this and that, and I'm like, "Do you look in the van? Did you see the bomb that went off in the back of my van? It's not what it looks." No, I've been around quite a bit. Not even myself, but just knowing a ton of people and stuff too. That have been on teams and stuff like that. It's not always what it seems, but then again, you've got these teams that are like wicked, under the radar that have like, the tiniest setup, but the guys are getting a lot. So you never know, but
it depends on where the budget's at,
also, right? Also, I don't remember. It might have been in the whoops, but please tell me. I know y'all were talking, but please tell me one of y'all saw Barsha start swapping out before the sand corner.
Oh yeah.
I didn't.
Okay.
Was it bad?
Okay. Yes.
Dave's internet's so bad, he waits for the Racer X article to come out.
He just reads it.
And that's
loads faster than the video.
He does his race breakdown. We're gonna get a TCE exclusive breakdown like in 4 weeks with him just cracking open a motocross action magazine
in February.
Okay, Dave, I gotta bounce. Thanks for having me on.
All right,
It's
buddy.
Nice to see you again, Jordan. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Doc.
to meet you, Jackson.
Dude, that was fun.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
Get inside the Moto Academy app. Arvens and Dave are going to be hosting a watch party in there for the main events.
Right after this, if you guys are not in the Moto Academy app, you are missing out. Sincerely, please, guys, do yourself a favor. It's incredible. The incentives are phenomenal. The community is even better. Please, I promise you, you will not regret it. It's a phenomenal place to be. Tune in.
Dave, give Doc my number, and I'll get you I'll send you a link so you can just sign up for free.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
we got to get Doc out to a class, dude. He's got some really good form and stuff.
I've trained for like the FCA moto camps and stuff like that too. So
sweet. Cool. Get in there. For the viewers, you get 20% off all Moto Academy classes if you are in the app. So right there,
Come on, people, do it. It's so worth it. Do it,
dude. If we can get Dave around a track in one piece, and that's a big piece. All right.
I was drinking, dude.
I timed that.
I think you just like
all right, buddy. We love you.
Work around calling him a big back.
Oh, dude, I know, right? Oh my gosh,
awesome.
I love Jackson. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh my goodness.
Seems like a good dude.
Jackson moved his mic closer as he sat back, and it did nothing.
It did nothing.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
It did nothing.
It's always something, dude. It's either my Wi-Fi or his mic or like my headphones, and then it'll be his Wi-Fi. Like we can never have anything.
I swear, every time I'm on a call with him, it's always his mic, and it goes in and out. It works perfectly.
It sounds like
For
you just need to
some
get a whole
time.
setup and just fly people in.
I want to.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That would be the dream, dude. Like,
Yeah.
got 5 minutes in the studio and we all just talk crap. Plus, any excuse to get Jordan out here. I will take. I've been trying to get that girl to move to Texas for the better part of me being in Texas, and she's just so stubborn.
It is great out here, but
I love it.
Absolutely, extremely stubborn.
You're down in Austin, right? Or you Houston?
I'm Austin.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's
You're
cool.
a little too far down there for the good tracks. For the good tracks.
Yeah, I got to go north. It depends. If you're asking Jason, I'm too far north because Jason wants me at 3 Palms every weekend. I'll shout out to Jason also with. I hope he heals up soon. I know he's in the knee.
Oh, dude, I saw that.
Yeah, so
I was so bummed. He's such a good dude.
He is. I love to give him crap, but he's love of my life right there, dude. I love it. so shout out to him. Shout out to everybody in the chat, dude. We got Arvens in here, Mr. Moto, Daniel Youngblood. We got Bunnyman in here, just confessing his love for JJ. Of course, you know we all love JJ. Mike McSwain, the Gray Rabbit, Max himself, Papa Ralph, William Evans. It's popping off in the chat, guys. Head over there. Don't forget, send in your questions. You get questions for Doc or JJ when it comes to being a professional racer at this level. They know what it's all about. JJ, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Will we ever see you try to line up for a Supercross event? I am hopeful. I'm praying that it happens. Are we ever going to see you line up for a Supercross?
Probably not.
God dang it.
Not if shots keep getting blown out.
Yeah, shots keep getting blown out.
I mean, I guess we'll see. Personally, I'm not a fan of Supercross. Supercross scares the shit out of me. I have no problem admitting that. Absolutely freaks me out.
Takes some balls to admit that.
Yep, I have no problem with it. The last year I raced it was 22, I think. And I think I made some progress and then kind of backed up on my progress on some of the days out in the practice track. But it is a lot harder to find Supercross tracks in Florida than you think, unless you're willing to pay a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
And I don't have the funds. You know, I was going to Waldo when I was doing it because they had their own little Supercross track that they did awesome with. They prepped it, everything like that. But it was $75 to go ride. It was almost 2 hours from my house. So, yeah, Yeah, so I'm driving 4 hours each way, $75 for that. Then you got the gas for the bike and this and that, and you get an hour, maybe an hour and a half of total ride time because you're destroyed, the track is destroyed.
Yeah.
Um, and you got to do that 3 times a week, at least, if not 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily $200 a day, easily.
Oh yeah,
Because like it's the same. It's
yeah,
the same here in Texas. Because I'm
yeah,
like
and I
East
just
Texas, so it's a 2 hour plus drive to any Supercross track for me. Yeah.
I
Goodness
just don't
gracious.
have the funds for it, and
Mm,
I was doing other things at the time. So I never either I was doing something or just things didn't line up, so I never got to train when everybody else did. So,
mm,
everyone that's riding Supercross has been riding Supercross since
mhm.
October, if not
Yeah.
sooner, depending on the
Yeah.
SMXs.
Yep.
Um, I didn't get to start riding Supercross until January, and my first race was Daytona. My only race was Daytona, the 2 years that I did it. So, give me less than 2 months of trying to get around Florida weather too.
Yeah.
Um, so it was really tough. Financially, it was really, really hard on me, because I didn't really have that much, support on the money side of it. Now, if things were to change, possibly, I wouldn't be thrilled about it, but I'm not going to say no, because I do think that riding Supercross does make you better. It teaches you so much about bikes and handling and
Mhm.
just personal stuff as well. Um, and I think it is pretty important to learn, and I think I still obviously have quite a bit to learn. You can never learn enough, so I wouldn't be opposed to it. But for the right now, I'm going to say no.
I will be right back. Sorry, I'm not
No,
trying
no
to.
worries.
I have to go take my puppy out.
You're
Right back.
good. I'm I JJ, like, obviously, as I'm sure many of your fans feel this way, like, we would love to see you in Supercross. But speaking as a civilian, 100% understand exactly, because like, even if I'm there's different levels of Supercross. So, like, if we walk like amateur Supercross, minio, something like that, those sections are still, like, for the average rider, like, oh, that's kind of gnarly. Some of these sections are pretty gnarly. When you compare that to an actual Supercross, that looks like a flat parking lot. And I don't, that's something that I want people to, like, understand the perspective. Supercross is not only, oh my gosh, I have to jump these really sharp, pointy jumps. You have to jump them very far. Not only that, but there's ruts and, like, rocks and stuff all through them where you take off, when you land,
And there's
on top
another
of
face 5 feet
Yeah, I was gonna
5
say
feet.
in
after the
succession
landing.
as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
And
just jump to
on
jump to jump.
on
Yeah.
top of that, you have like 20 other angry dudes that want to kill you for the spot that you're in. And so even the dudes in front of you want to kill you. So it is absolutely a lot. Like, that's why I give racers at all levels, I don't care who you are, so much credit. And the Supercross racers, like, I know all of us riders, we get down on ourselves. Privateers, like, man, I wish I had, an extra second, or I wish I did this better. Like, the fact that you guys are there is absolutely insane. Like, but again, I know everyone, we got high aspirations. We're dirt bike racers. We're built different. We all want to do incredible, amazing things. But, like, all the privateers that are out there, just being there, dude, is like, holy crap, you are a giant amongst men. So it is
Another thing
absolutely
that I
insane.
didn't even think about or realize before I did my first Supercross was how different the tracks are on practice
Yeah.
then you go to the race.
Yes.
My first one,
Oh,
I only did Daytona, right?
yeah.
And my first one, I got press day, and I'm out there, and I'm in the 250 group with Jet, and Hunter was in there at the time, and like all these people, first lap out there, they're busting triples and quads out, and I'm like, I'm afraid to double this right now. Okay,
Yes.
y'all gonna have to give me a minute. Um, it's not they build it different.
I will
The
say
whoops,
Daytona
those are a
specifically is
whole
always
thing.
built different than all the
Yeah.
other Supercrosses
Yeah.
in general. So it's the
Yeah.
most like the contrasting track compared to what you have on practice, but it's still they're all not anywhere close to
Yeah.
practice.
It's just the way the
crazy.
transitions and stuff are built that
Yes.
I thought was weird. That the first one was worse than the last one that I did. The last
Mhm.
one was a lot better. Not sure what they did to the first one, but it was super notchy. And
Mhm.
I've had experience on Supercross tracks. I made it to Monster Cup 3 different times, so I have some idea of what like a real Supercross track is built like.
The
I
fastest
mean,
super mini ever built, I want to say.
I don't know about that, but it was a pretty sick Super Mini.
That thing was insane.
It was a pretty wild bike. It burst your eardrums too if you stand too close to it. Um, Dave, the one year I did Monster Cup was the year that Barsha ate it off the start
Oh, yeah, yep.
when the transitions were really bad.
Really steep, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were so bad that you
What was
could
that
tell
like?
on it was odd. It
Yeah.
was a learning curve for sure because I was on the Super Mini that year. So I was
Mm,
I was 5'7", 145 pounds on a Super Mini going
yeah.
against like Josh Vrees, who still weighs less than me now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Um, so it was different. But it was funny because you could see who got press day on the Super
Mhm.
Minis because the ones of us that did get press day, obviously we shot out first because we already knew the track, so we were
Mhm.
ready to go. Um, but we also so that year it was the the corner fed from the I guess it was the right, fed from the right into like a
Mhm.
single, and then it was a single over a table finish,
Yeah.
but it was super like peaked on the landing, so it was really not smooth at all. And then it went up
Mhm.
on the side of the stadium of Sam Boyd. Um, the ones of us that got press day landed in the corner,
Good lord.
because the transition to that jump was so bad. We had to hit
Mhm.
it wide open on Super Minis to get over it. And then the next day they fixed the transitions, and we didn't know, so we all landed going up the corner.
Jeez. That is
So
so
thankfully, I
insane.
have some idea about real Supercross tracks, but
Jeez.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Dave, I think me and you should just have a podcast about wild stories of motocross between the
We
two of
should,
us.
girl. We need to do that. 150%. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. I'm so down for it. I'm so down.
I'm down. I'm down.
I'm excited. JJ, I know your boy Bunny Man inside of these side of the stream is gonna ask, but what do you got going on? Like, what's your ultimate goal for 2025, and where do you want to put most of your efforts going into this year?
Um, I'm at the moment I'm planning to do the WMX in the States.
Sweet.
And then I'll probably head back to Loretta's because I don't like getting second place and I want to change that. Um,
You were
I have been
honestly
told
you were so like the results do not show how like fast you were this year. It really doesn't. Like if it wasn't for that one moto, it would have been over.
yeah, the second moto really killed me, and unfortunately, I don't think it was a huge rider error. I
Mm,
definitely could have done something differently, but I don't know how to phrase it. I don't think I necessarily did something wrong. I could have done something better to prevent it.
yeah.
It was just a little bit of a I guess an immature riding moment, if that makes
Mm,
sense.
yeah.
When I came off the track, I wasn't mad at the bike or anything like that. I was mad at myself for not
Yeah.
realizing that there was no berm there and the bike couldn't handle that.
Mm,
So that kind of I guess that right there, that statement right there does not help what I was going to say. I was going to say that I've been told that I am now old from said announcers. I got told that basically twice this
Which
year that
is
I'm.
which is crazy.
Oh, I know.
It's so
When
crazy to
I
me.
went back and because I watched all the races at Loretta's, just going over and basically watching it to see where I was losing time, this and that.
Mhm.
After the third moto, when I watched that one, and I listened to the announcers talk about how I was basically old and that I was the veteran, which I'll give them that. I am the veteran of the class now.
Well,
But
only because
they were
like everyone else is
talking,
like 16. That's that's the only reason.
do they not remember the girls that did it before me? Like
Dude,
Hannah
how
Hodges.
how
She's 3 years older than me.
how long? But JP Money, how long was she in the class for? You know what I mean? Like when I hear veteran, I'm thinking like 30s. Like, dude, you're just
Yeah.
getting going, in my opinion. However, you know.
They were talking about it, and I don't remember who said it. It might have been Emick because Emick was up in the tower. But they were
Hmm.
saying something like they had mentioned that I was the veteran. I've been around for a long time, which granted I have been.
Hmm.
But they were like this and that, and they were like, "Yeah, I think she's 21." And I heard that, and I went. I was like, "They're talking about me about all this, and I'm 23."
Jeez, it's so crazy.
Oh gosh.
It's so
No,
insane.
so I want to go back to Loretta's this year and hopefully you know fix my errors and break my Loretta's curse of not being able to win on odd
Hmm.
years.
Hmm.
That's a little fun fact for you, Dave. I've only ever won Loretta's on even years. So 14, 16, 18, and 20.
Really?
And 16, I won 2 titles there. But yeah,
Sheesh.
can't win on an odd year. So we're going back this year to change that.
Interesting.
Um, and then other than that, it's kind of up there. Honestly, with these WMX races being at some of the pro moto rounds,
Hmm.
it's cool. I wish we were riding on pro day, but
Same.
steps. I don't think
That
we'll ever get back
that's
to
how
pro
it.
day, at least
I was saying
not
that's how it used to be, and it was
anytime
it, to
soon.
me it flowed better that way.
Yeah, and it was tough this year because we were riding on the pro tracks,
Mhm.
but we didn't excuse me, we didn't get to do the whole pro track. So like High Point, our
Yeah.
lap times were like a minute 20 because they had us on the amateur track that cut stuff
Seriously.
off.
Yeah.
So it makes it tough to really get into a good race when it's something like that. But I get it. I understand. They have to fit in with time. Hopefully I'm gonna cross my fingers that they figure that out and they're gonna let us rip the whole track because personally, I can't wait for Dilla because I hope
Mhm.
they let us hit Sky Shot so I can toss it off Sky Shot because when I was there for outdoors,
Yeah.
I was always so set in the mindset of like I gotta get a fast lap time now, so I can't really play around. But
Mm.
with the women's stuff, I think I'm gonna have more fun with it. So I think I would, toss around a little bit more, and I could toss it off some jumps. Sky Shot's a nice
Okay.
jump.
Okay. It is. It's such a good lead in too that like you can
Yeah.
either to the left, to the right, you can get really creative with it, which I don't think a lot of jumps
Oh,
land that
Dave, do you
way.
have
So
experience in this?
I off of that jump I do. Off of that one I do. Did were they flat? Not even close.
Do you have proof?
However,
Hmm.
I'm I
Hmm.
might. Let me call my dad. Yeah, I might. I'm gonna have some. I might have some shots. Doc, what are your thoughts on 2025? What do you have going on? What are you gonna put most of your effort into? And if people like want to, show up to a race and stuff like that, like what races are you gonna be at for 2025?
Yeah, so right now I'm under contract to race Arena Cross for the Moto Nation Suzuki team. They're also being kind enough to lend me a bike going into Supercross. So I'm going to race the whole AMA Arena Cross series all the way through Daytona, which is the last round. Friday night I'm going to race Daytona AX. Saturday I'm going to race Supercross. And then I'm going to race East Coast from then on. East Coast 250 class.
So what you're saying is your body's going to be shot
Yes,
I
100%.
was just
after
so I was
the
just gonna
2-day
say he's gonna
weekend.
be tired.
100%. But I
Love
would.
that.
That's another thing people don't understand is how hard Supercross is on your body.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like how much the hour that you get of ride time on a Supercross track
Well,
makes you feel like you were thrown off a cliff.
Well, you're
Yeah.
just the G forces that you're going through is just so much higher than on a moto track, like consistently.
Yeah.
Like a moto track's
And the
2 minutes.
suspension.
Yeah, well, it's just the moto track is a 2-minute lap time on average. Um,
Mhm.
and you're hitting maybe 3 jumps that are gonna hit you, like make you land hard in a pocket or whatever. Well, a Supercross track's 1-minute average, and you're at least hitting 2 rhythm sections that are gonna have that same amount of G forces. So you're
Sheesh.
Plus the
four
whoops.
timesing that, and then you have whoops that are just walls that you're trying to stay on top of.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a lot harder on your body, in my opinion, than Supercross. Now, than motocross. Now motocross you're riding for so much longer, so it kind of evens out when you get to that point, and you have the 2 moto format. So it kind of evens out at the end of the day. You're about just as shot, but it's just a different shot, like an exhaustion versus my body hurts. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Props
Yeah,
to you for that. I will not be doing that.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say I don't know if I could do that. So shout
Well,
out to Doc.
well, and that's all if I can. Like right now, the plan is the arena cross. If I can find the funding for a Supercross, right? So because they're paying for all my race entries and everything like that. All I have to do for the arena cross stuff is just get to the race, like fund my way to get there. Now for Supercross, I'm on my own. They're giving me a bike. They're giving me stuff to keep the bike maintained, but I have to have the funding to get to the rounds. So I'm probably going to be posting on my social here sometime shortly about picking up some sponsors for Supercross. Just personal sponsors, financial sponsors, and seeing if we can pull something together. I would love to do another season. I mean, this last year in 2024, I had 7 days on my bike before A1, and we were making night shows and with 10th, 11th, and heat races. So we're close, and I want to continue that on and better myself going into 25. But we'll just have to see.
I'm excited to see, like, for both of you guys. I know you guys both have lofty goals, and you guys are really looking for like that next level when it comes to support. So I'm really excited to see like what shakes out for you guys. And if you guys want to go and support these two, please head over to their socials. It's going to be linked below, probably after once this whole thing uploads. But you know, you guys are. JJ's a superstar. You already know her. Doc Smith, superstar in the making. This guy's going to get there. I have no doubt in my mind. You guys are probably looking at Doc Smith before his huge come up. So just remember, once he does blow up, you guys were there first. So I got so much faith in I got faith in my boy, dude. This guy is going to be
appreciate it.
Household name for sure. So guys, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. We got the LCQs coming up here. After the LCQs, don't forget, we are going to kick it over to the Moto Academy app where our Vens, the one and only, is going to take over, and we're just going to be a guest on there. So shout out to that. And if you guys want to experience something like you've never experienced before, head to the races and really be a part of it. Head to thecollectivexp.com where you guys can be a VIP of one of your favorite races and teams. Not only is this the most value-packed and valuable experience out there, all of the proceeds that we raise, a humongous portion goes to the privateers like Jordan Jarvis, like Doc Smith. It's more of a major fundraiser and a way for fans to get closer to the action. And if you want a job in the industry, our internship program has helped over 80% of our experienced goers get into the industry in cool jobs like producer on Bubba's World Podcast, working for Felt Entertainment, FXR Moto, and so many other great things. If you're a videographer, a wannabe mechanic in the future, if you're a someone who wants to aspire to be a team owner or a team manager, we get you where you need to go, and we help you make the connections that you need. And again, over 80% of our interns end up in cool jobs after they work with us for a little bit. So make sure you do it. TheCollectiveXP.com, at TheCollectiveEX on Instagram. Geeks getting ready to drop for the 250 LCQ. I can't think of a scarier place I'd want to be than a 250 LCQ. Doc, how nerve-wracking are these LCQs?
Dude, you're pretty much crapping yourself on the start. been like trying to get every blessing you possibly can just to get a good jump so you can be in that top 4, top 5, just to be consistent from then on. But when you get a 10th place start, like I pretty much did every LCQ I was in this year, was 2024, you're just killing people to try to get forward.
It's insane. So like how important is like an LCQ for a lot of people? They, you know, it's a race that they don't really look at that much, but like what's the monetary like benefit of doing good in the LCQ and transferring? Is it just to say you were there? Like walk me through the differences there.
So of course top 4 transfer to the main, and then it goes like last place in the LCQ gets like 1,200, like $1,000 or $1,200. And then of course top 4 make it to the main. Then you get like the $2,000 for like last place in the main. But like 5th, 6th, 7th, like it all goes down. So like 5th place in the LCQ, I think they make like $1,600, and then it slowly like trickles its way back down to that $1,200 or $1,000 or whatever for last place. So it is beneficial to get a 5th place. Even if you're not making the main, you still don't want to give up. You're giving up, well, a significant amount of money. So
yeah. And that is a great incentive, especially for a lot of privateers that are struggling out there.
Yeah.
Would you say it's scarier being in the LCQ than it is being in the heat race?
100%.
I'm guessing, obviously, right?
Yeah, because I mean, at least in the LCQ, say I'm having a bad a bad heat race, I still have an LCQ. But if I have a bad LCQ, that's it. I'm done for the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah. I had people in chat asking me what I did, like what I do in the summer and like no SX. I said I work, got to make money somehow. Bunny Man said Doc is broke. You are correct. You are very correct. I stay broke. All of my money goes into my racing one way or another. From training.
Bunny Man's my guy, dude. He says it how it is, man. Bunny Man does not sugarcoat, dude.
Daniel's asking, what does it cost to race? For the Supercross, I think their license is $500, and then each sign-up fee for each individual weekend is, after like all the fees and crap they add, is like $265. So yeah, if you sign up for the collective experience, I get a cut of whatever you pay him, and that helps me get to those races.
For sure. And you guys literally can be in the pits with us. Like, yeah. I mean, you're doing it all. You're getting some really cool access. You're helping Doc. Hey, you might even be able to hold a pit board and spin a wrench here or there. Like, we make it super fun, and the connections are what really last you a lifetime.
Dude,
super fun. Great
I
memories.
have every mechanic and or person you put on my team. I believe I've stayed in contact at least in some way with all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you put me with some great people. I've had a great time, and genuinely the collective experience has gotten me to races that I would have otherwise not been able to make it to.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're really trying to help one racer at a time, man. Really trying to spread the love of Supercross and help out our TCE family. So all hats off to the guys that are in the program making it happen, and riders like yourself, because you guys are braver than a lot of us mere mortals. One person that I want to talk to from this race is Evan Ferry, and I don't want to say like it's been kind of lackluster,
no, it has
somewhat, but the dude was so fast on super minis, like ungodly, like talented, like great movement on the bike, stuff like that. What do you think the shortcoming is in the 250 class? Because really, we haven't seen him ride like how we normally see him ride, like on Instagram, like, you know, those Insta bangers, blitzing the whoops, wheeling this, scrubbing. Like he looks like he rides pretty stiff. What's the difference?
I think that's all he cares about. Respectfully, like I don't know him personally at all, but if you look from the outside in, if you look at any of the podcasts or any things he's posting about why he was off of like the whole Triumph stuff and all this kind of stuff, all he cares about is the Insta bangers. That's what he's specifically said. So when you hear that kind of stuff, you don't really expect much from him after that.
Which is a bummer, man. I mean, the kid's so talented. How do you think that whole Phoenix team is going to do, JJ? You think they're going to actually have some really good finishes this year?
I mean, I think it's a good possibility. I think they've got some pretty strong riders. Excuse me, pretty,
What else do they have?
pretty strong riders.
Yeah. They got
I mean,
Ferrandis,
we're watching.
Romano,
Oh, they
right?
have
Yeah,
Romano. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
watching Gavin Towers right now, who's
Mm.
a rookie for the most part.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's still learning. He's still figuring it out. He'll get better as the year goes on. And
Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah.
hell, he's learning from Ferrandis. So, you know,
Right?
it's a
Good
pretty good
platform to learn
teacher to
off of.
learn from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
Ferrandis is no slouch. I
yeah,
don't
I
think
think
people talk enough about him. Ferrandis he's a badass rider, dude.
I mean, if you just look at like 90% of the 450 field and the like factory 450 riders, or even a lot of them, they all have 250 titles.
Yes.
Almost
Which is
everyone in the top
crazy.
20 has a 250 title.
Which is absolutely insane to
So-
me. That, like, and the titles are brushed over. Like, people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, well he won like a couple years going 250." I'm like, that's hard to do.
Like you were talking about Hill earlier, and I'm like, well, he has a 250
Yeah.
title. Now it may have been back in like 20. What would that have been? 27, 17, 16,
Yeah.
17. Yeah.
was
but
it that
still
long
had it.
ago?
Right?
I
Don't you
mean,
feel
that was
you
9
feel
years
so
ago.
old?
Damn.
9, 10 years ago.
Yeah, crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, 8,
That
9
is
Crazy work
true.
right there.
Yeah. I know. I look back at like 2018 when I was in C class, and I'm like, that wasn't that long ago. And then I'm like, wait a minute, math. It was pretty long ago.
Yeah.
Pretty far back.
So that's another thing that's really
Wow.
cool about you, Doc, is like going from C class all the way up to racing and Supercross. Like,
Yeah.
do you think, like, what would it take for somebody, like if you took a kid right now, kid or an adult that's racing in C class, what would it take for them, and could you personally take them from C class to a Supercross athlete?
Well, and I'm not trying to. I think you have to want it. I think that's the biggest thing. You could put all the work in. You could I could put someone through the exact program that I went through and doing more, giving them more information, making them smarter, like as a rider, all this kind of stuff, and they might not make it. You just have, like, the amount of want has to be there with the amount of info that they're getting, right? And thankfully, I wanted it that bad. But I mean, it's possible. I did it. That wasn't that long ago. But it's not a fun road. I will say that at the very least, it's not a fun road.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's I think about like me being back in C class and like thinking about going there is no way in that short amount of time that you did it, dude. C class, I could barely use a clutch, dude. I was awful. Dude, JJ would have lapped me on her 80 like 10 times a race. It would have been so horrible.
So I went
Hey, don't feel bad. I was a ripper on the Super Mini days.
You absolutely were. On again, the
I don't feel
fastest
bad.
Super Mini of all time. She's downplaying it. That motor was massaged. So
It was legal.
it was.
I didn't have
It
the
was
money.
legal. It was
keep putting
legal.
that.
I'm just saying, it was very legal.
Strictly legal.
However, yes, it was the
Loud
fastest
as
Super
hell.
Mini. Yes, crazy
You
loud.
always knew I pulled up to the line because it was breaking everybody's ears,
Yep,
and everyone was like, "What the hell is that noise?"
dude. Oh, it's so funny. We Marissa and I have a friend that she did the WMX series like years and years ago.
Marissa
She-
rode it. I forgot about that. Sorry.
Did she?
Marissa hopped on my Super Mini at Loretta's and it popped a wheelie with her on there.
That's hilarious. That's awesome.
Marissa's
Yeah,
Marissa Markelon's like 6 foot.
Yeah, she's a bruiser for sure. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
solid.
it was a fast Super Mini.
Yeah, I love Marissa, dude. She's such a good person, and like the brightest smile just brightens your day. One of my favorite people ever. But we had a friend that she raced WMX. She had a YZ125 her first year on big bikes, and we all raced this indoor series. And when she started that bike up and rode around, we had to go outside. Like there was
like no
way.
packing.
Dude, the bike was crazy fast, and it was a super sick bike. Her dad and my dad were really good friends. Like he put a lot of love into that bike. But good God, Doc, you had to walk outside, dude. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna go deaf, dude. You get like tinnitus in the first 2 seconds of being on that bike, dude. It was
The
was
trick
awful.
is to overpack it, make it super tight, and put
Yeah.
more packing in it to get it louder.
Really?
Fun fact. Yep.
Why is that?
Don't
Multiple
ask me
soundboard.
that. I don't know.
You probably have packing
I
pushing
invite Dave.
through like the pipe, like where it's just not. Like, you're getting more freaking back
Good
pressure than what
Lord.
you need.
Yeah. That thing was
It might not be more
screaming.
packing, but it's definitely a lot tighter wrapping and packing.
Good gosh, yeah, that is absolutely insane. But yeah, the bike looked awesome. It was super cool. And if you want to look awesome and super cool, make sure you head to fxrmoto.com. Use the promo code below where you guys can save huge on some of the sickest gear. FXR just came out with their new Vapor setup. It is phenomenal. You'll see riders like Max Volan in there. You'll see Cody Shock, riders like Jordan Jarvis herself riding that new stuff. It is absolutely badass. You're gonna love it. Check it out. Customer service is great. The great team over there at FXR Racing. We stand behind those guys. Don't forget, head to partzilla.com as well as Flow Vision goggles to round out your setup. If you're looking for any other accessories for your bike or some badass goggles, partzilla.com, Flow Vision goggles. We are huge supporters of them because they are supporters of us. And don't forget, Moto Academy is there for you if you want to learn how to ride like a pro. The Moto Academy is where you need to be at. Download the app today. LCQ for 450s. We got Malcolm in this one. I'm guessing it should be an easy one for him. Doesn't look like he
No,
was too severely
Franz is in
hurt.
it too.
Oh, Ferran. Okay. We got two guys who are
Brees
up
is
there.
in there as well.
Good gosh.
See, this
Why
is
is
not an LCQ you want to be in.
Why is
This is
so
what I'm
stacked?
talking about. It's stupid how stacked the four. Honestly, all of the classes, both classes are, but
Oh, dude, Malcolm almost went down.
oh,
Oh, they are. Oh,
this is LCQ for you. This is the
dude,
generic LCQ.
Malcolm
Go
was
Morans.
pinballing. Look at Morans, dude. Shout
Go
out Morans
Morans.
Mafia.
Got
Morans
them
Mafia
green lights
out there.
going.
I know, dude. That's so sick. New team this year with him and Starling. So pretty solid setup. The guy really
I don't
got
think
it
Starling is on
going.
it, is he?
He was supposed to be. I thought, yeah, they were doing stuff together for a minute there, unless they went their separate ways.
I think Starling went a different direction.
Oh, okay. So that's news to me. I gotta hit him up and see what's going on with that. But we got
spilling the tea.
Yeah,
right?
he's doing a motor whips team. Starling is.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, you're right. Yep.
Yep.
We got Norin with the International Supercross team in second. Brees is out there. We got Jerry Robin. We got Marshall Welton. Oh, dude, Clayson is. Come on, Clayson. You can't be making the Moto Academy look bad in 12th. You got to step it up, buddy. We need you to get closer to the front. Shout out to Cade Clayson and the PRMX team. You guys, if you want a VIP experience with the PRMX team, hit up your boy, thecollectivexp.com. We got it for you. Who is one rider, guys, that if you gave them from this LCQ batch, if you gave them a factory ride, obviously save for Malcolm and Ferrandis.
I was about to bust those out.
They would excel like you wouldn't believe. They just need the chance. Who is that privateer rider in this LCQ?
Probably Harlan Grant, and that's not because he's like
I was
around
about
Texas.
to say the same.
Yeah.
He just genuinely is just that good. I mean, there's
Really?
other ones in there, I believe, that are probably on that exact same level, but that's someone I can personally relate to, as in I know him, and I know the struggles that he goes through constantly. To be able to ride daily or like and that kind of stuff. So, there's Brees doing the arena cross training.
Oh,
dang, dude. No, that sucks, man.
But yeah, I believe Harlan is probably that rider in my opinion.
You too, JJ? You think?
You know what really sucks is they were both in.
Really?
Yeah. That was the battle for third.
Jeez.
That's not gonna go over well in the pits.
Oh, definitely not.
Honda's pulling
this
his
was the
support
battle
from
for
MCR.
third.
Yeah, you can't be doing that, man. Oh my goodness.
His visor went straight down.
Oh.
His visor just went straight down.
And it's like you had to like
it's like fighting his whole helmet.
Oh my goodness. So
that sucks. No, I agree. I agree, Grant. I've known him and his dad for a couple years now. They've always kind of been around. Um, Great family. Um,
Oh,
Grant's a really awesome kid as well. Ooh.
Moran's is
Ooh,
getting
Morantz. Okay, a
sketchy.
little saucy Morantz.
Yeah, I think he could do really well. And he is such a nice kid too. So I think he would just gel super well with a factory atmosphere.
Gotcha.
I think he knows what he wants, but I don't think he would take the criticism and the suggestions and stuff like that and be able to build off of it,
Gotcha.
not get
Ooh,
Moran's
butt
needs to
hurt.
go.
that's a good question. So, who do you think is like the biggest diva in all of Supercross? We'll
Chase
do a
Sexton.
we'll do a we'll do a factory, and then we'll do a privateer. Chase Sexton.
Honestly, I have no
Maybe.
clue. I don't pay that much attention.
Because
I
like
don't.
I hear some horror stories at the top of the sport, but I mean that's they're common. But like I want to find out like
Yeah.
who is a privateer that thinks that they like walk on water and it's like super just a pain, you know?
Well, out of all the privateers that I'm seeing, which if we're going off the fact of people being under rigs, there's not very many in this. Uh, I don't think I see any of them that I've personally seen or heard being a diva.
Yeah. I want to say Cade Clayson. He's not. He's the nicest guy. Like I know teams love working with him. I just want to give him a hard time. So so great or
Cade Clayson, diva.
Diva, yeah. Cade Clayson
That's the thumbnail for your next post, right?
Cade is one of the nicest people to work with ever, dude. He's been in the program for years. I love him. I just want to give him crap because I think he's hilarious and funny. So Cade Clayson's a diva. Clip it. But shout out
Justin
to Brees,
Rodbell.
dude.
Clip it, chat.
Justin Rodbell. So Brees has given Malcolm a little bit of a hard time about some corners. So that was cool.
I was there for the season Rodbell did with SGB, and I've seen his
Ooh,
lunches.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
He
like
had
that.
his
No Morans. No.
very, very nice lunches.
No Morans.
No,
Come on.
I like Justin. I'm just playing with him.
Justin's cool. Oh, yeah, I like him.
Go Morans.
Oh, come on, Kev.
Am
See,
I
this is
necessarily
where we
like
need
a
some
Morans
A-Ray
fan?
action.
Like I'm not like a big Morans fan or like hater of any kind, but I just go. Yeah. He had this spot the whole race.
I like Morans, dude. He's
Nichols should be in, but
I didn't even see Nichols was in this one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! 3 factory guys. I didn't even notice. This is stacked. This is a super stacked 450 LCQ.
That's what I was saying earlier.
I mean, just with 2 factory guys, that's stacked.
I mean,
but holy crap,
we have
Nichols.
We have two 250 champs in the LCQ battling in the LCQ.
Geez.
He didn't even make it.
Oh my dude. If you're under the tent with Roxon, you have to make it.
No, he got a different. He got one different graphic on his bike. He's good.
That's different. That's different. Shout out Mitchell Harrison with the PRMX crew. Those boys are badasses, and they got one of the guys in there. That's epic. So shout out to them. Good racing tonight. This was awesome. This was super cool.
Dude, I had fun.
We needed some A-Ray action in there.
I know, dude. I miss seeing them out there. A-Ray was a good time to watch.
LCQs aren't as fun now.
Right? There's not as much carnage.
So LCQs aren't as fun now because we can't expect A-Ray and Cade Clayson to clean the shit out of each other on the last lap of every LCQ.
You need that. You absolutely need
I feel like Feld was paying them to do that just for entertainment factor.
100%.
Well, Feld isn't paying anybody for anything, so.
Sadly, yeah. So. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so much for being here. We got to do a huge thank you to our sponsors, FXR Moto, Flow Vision Goggles, Partzilla.com, Creo P1 Designs, Phoenix Handlebars, EVS, Evans Power Coolant, the Moto Academy, Speed and Sport Adventures. If you guys want to continue this, head over to the Moto Academy app right now where Arvin's is there, and he's going to stream with you guys, have a good time. I'm gonna hop over and be a guest. JJ, where can people find you? Where can they continue to follow along for your hordes of massive fans who are just screaming every time you ride by? Where can they follow along?
You can follow me on my Instagram. It's JJJordan30. My Facebook is Jordan Jarvis Female Motocross Racer, and I do have a YouTube account. Don't know the handle for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's Jordan JJ Jarvis, but I haven't been on there
Yeah.
in a bit. But do keep a lookout for my Instagram for the next couple days. Dave, you do know the news, but I got some news coming out here shortly. So that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I am looking for personal sponsorships as well. So keep an eye out for all that stuff.
Awesome. I'm super stoked, guys. Go show her some love. Follow along, comment, do all the stuff. Support our girl. Doc, where can people find you? We know you're going to be tearing up the Arena Cross series this year. Where can we follow along?
Yeah, so it's going to be Instagram is just DocSmith464. My Facebook will be just Doc Smith. You'll kind of see the profile photo of which one's the dirt bike racer. Actually, I think there's one that does the off-road too, but you should be able to, there is actually. He's racing like super minis or something like that. But yeah, so it's just DocSmith464 on Instagram and then Doc Smith on Facebook. Absolutely. And that's kind of what we got going on. We're trying to stay busy and posting constantly, but it's kind of hard to have content like consistent. So we're trying to make that work, but yeah.
We got it. Guys, don't forget, head over to the Moto Academy app. Give these two a follow. Doc is a badass. JJ is the world's premier female racer. I don't care. Stamp it, clip it, soundbite, post it everywhere. Thank you to all of our amazing sponsors again. Thank you for you guys for tuning in. We're gonna be doing this for every race that we're not at. So probably majority of the West Coast and then East Coast. We'll kick it over for the app for those guys to handle it for us. Thank you again for all the support. Follow along, hit that like, hit the share, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us huge. And just tune in for all the cool stuff we got going on. That was fun, guys. We'll talk to you both soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
See ya.
Thanks, Dave.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Be good, guys.
Yep, you as well.
All right. See ya. Bye.
See ya.